I'm doing it for my daughter.
We got Ding Dong. These $20 USD chats.
Oh.
These $20 chats are almost 75 shekels. Any chance you can do 70 shekels? Yeah, you can send shekels in. Sure. Bloody mess.
Head explosion.
This is the bloody mess stream, by the way.
Head explosion.
We got the Jack 'em Up kid with 20 bucks. A while back, a rich Indian doctor was lecturing my dad that India was the future.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the future what? Toilets? Yeah, right, dog.
I learned yesterday that a whopping 27,000...
India ain't the future.
I learned
the future.
I learned yesterday that a whopping 27,000 Indians die in train-related accidents every year. What's your take?
India's the future of death.
Are you laughing at that comment? I think that got picked up on the mic. What's your take? Low superpower or train food?
Train food.
And then
they just can't get it. Listen, it's not my fault. I'm not relishing in the fact that they can't get it together. And you know what? And you know what, man? I was talking to Christ Dillinger in the green room, and there's a thing Dave Chappelle does. He'll do, or black comics in general. If they're doing something that's like anti-white, they'll say. I've heard Dave Chappelle say 400 years of slavery. What?
Game audio's a little too loud.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle said he's launched into a joke multiple times by saying 400 years of slavery. But that's whatever. The thing I've been noticing is I've been seeing Indian comics starting to do that, starting to do anti-white jokes by referencing like British colonialism.
Really?
Trying to put colonialism on par with slavery, basically. And when you see it, it's just not it, and it's just obvious that Indians are not going to make it, and that Indian stand-up comics are not going to make it, and that India in general will forever be the gobbledygook fucking mask manufacturing, the depot for manufacturing all the crap that people really don't want. They'll be making paper straws and masks in India till the year 3000.
We got Quasimodo with 20 bucks. Hey, Chris and Sam, it was great to meet you guys. Don't cut anything from
Shout out to my Indian fans, though. I do love my Indian fans.
Don't cut anything from your act, Sam. Chris, were you able to give out that vintage poster? Yes, I did. Thanks for coming. It was nice meeting you, man. We got LG Crazy Gamer with 20 bucks. Yo, Sam, I got my first kickboxing tournament tomorrow. Any advice to get me pumped?
When am I gonna level up in this fucking thing? This guy's tearing me apart with a minigun. I'm popping around the corner with a sawed off. Keep it nice and calm. Play a phone game or something to keep yourself chilled out before you go up there. Don't think too hard, but then when you're up there, you gotta try to hurt him and do damage. It's not fun. It's not for sport. It's not playtime. Try to physically hurt the guy. You really have to try to damage him. Don't go up there, hey man, what's up? It's all good. Hey, touch up, fists. Oh yeah, this is great. Ha, good one, man. None of that.
We got...
Good thing I just used my stealth board.
We got Jay Bowden with 20 bucks. Sam, you say you can learn anything after 25, but rabbis don't study the Talmud.
I think I said you can learn nothing until 25, didn't I? What's the question?
He said, but rabbis don't study the Talmud until they're 40.
Yeah. Well, listen, what a bunch of nonsense people do with a bunch of nonsense has nothing to do with my advice. You know what, they probably shouldn't study the Talmud until they're 90, though.
Until my contract's over.
Yeah.
We got Archetype with 20 Canadians. Hey, Sam, why do we have to be outraged at the recent wave of anti-Semitism when media, governments, and universities have been spouting anti-white rhetoric for at least 10 years? Really makes me think.
No, you don't. The anti-Semitism is not your problem. You guys got to kick back and relax. For the first time, There's something that's extremely not your problem going on.
That's where we're falling out.
When we drove into New York, there was a billboard that said, Hamas is your problem too, which is kind of, I mean, that's a big billboard. Hamas is your problem too. And I chuckled because it's not. I know I'm going to pay for it eventually. I know that my money, the value of my money is going to be diluted to pay for it. But it's definitely not my problem. And these whiners, these people whining about it, anti-ding-dong. I don't care about anti-ding-dong, you know?
I'm worried about any files.
You can. What's Semitism? What does that mean? Is that like a cemetery? Or semolina, wheat grain? What's Semitism? Oh, so there's a whole canon of information, a whole bunch of lore I have to learn now to treasure these people. It's because they came from the Semitic peoples. They're from Semitic people. What the fuck are you talking about? Shut up! What's a Semite? And there was the mitzvah bus, brother. When we pulled up to the venue, there was a bus playing techno Hava Nagila, and there were 3 Orthodox guys, and I looked.
Brazilian.
One of the guys came up and he goes, "Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to be
Brazilian,
would you?" And I did my first. I felt good because I did my first New York thing. I said, "Fuck right off," and just walked past him. But
that happened to me too the last time I was in New York.
But it was the mitzvah wagon, and a mitzvah that's
Brazilian.
For a favor. You do someone a solid, you do them a mitzvah, and what they're doing is they're begging for money. And I saw someone in someone did a hidden camera thing in Israel, where these 2 rabbis come up, and they're like, "Could you do us a mitzvah?" They have this whole scam thing where it's like they make you think you're donating money to a children's home or something, but you're actually just donating to the rabbis.
Yeah.
So we got hit with the mitzvah bus outside the venue.
We should do that. Like it's like instead of stolen valor,
yeah,
it's like stolen mitzvah.
Stolen mitzvah. But anytime you see the word Semite, you can breeze right on past that. It's not even hate. It's just there's a limited amount. I love world history. I want to know about ancient Greece. I want to know about ancient Rome. There's a limited amount that my brain can hold. I don't care about anything that starts with a sem. A sem? S-E-M? No, there's nothing you need to know about that starts with S-E-M that I can think of. A semwich. You could eat a semwich. But that's like as you start to go east of the Mediterranean, things just get stranger, and it's just a bunch of gobbledygook that doesn't concern you. All it really does is make the price of oil go up or down, and you don't need to worry your little mind about it. So if someone comes to you and says, "Well, what do you think about anti-Semitism?" I think, listen, honestly, the way you trigger people, just go, "What? Anti-Semitism? What's Semitism? How would I be anti it and I don't even know what it is?" And then make them educate you for 45 minutes and then go, "So what's Semitism again?" Yeah. But fuck all that. This is the first time. Listen, you just get to relax, check Twitter. It's all entertainment. Just make sure that you're safe. Make sure you're stocking away your shekels. Make sure your family's safe. But right now, it's just entertainment, man. This Ukraine stuff. You remember? Did you know the Ukraine, the guy that's like the disinfo guy? He went back to being male, because stuff is going so badly, he's got to like.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, he went back to being a guy.
Damn.
That's when I knew that the thing's lost.
Yeah.
Oh, and we went to like an influencer gun thing.
Oh yeah, Donut was actually
which was awesome, man. Donut was in where?
In just watching.
Oh yeah,
live.
Donut operator is a really cool guy. That was a nice guy. That was a nice thing he did. We went to an influencer gun thing, and there were mad people there, and the Undertaker was there. Did we already talk about this?
I don't remember.
Your joke was when the Undertaker went in the porta potty, you wanted to tip it over.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
And it comes out of the porta potty like it's a coffin.
And then our secret joke.
And kills you?
Yeah.
Oh, our secret joke too. Yeah. Yeah, our secret joke was pretty good, man.
I laughed.
A guy came up to me, this fat guy came up to me, and I knew as soon as I saw his face that he was one of these schizo freaks.
Where's Dave?
That you guys.
Oh, Sam.
Yeah.
It's like walking backwards. Where's Dave? Oh, Sam.
Yeah. When people pretend, that shit's fucking far out. But he came up and he had a video running already.
Yeah.
And he
really?
goes, yeah, and he said, Sam, my boss just wants to get video of you saying fuck Russia. And he had a yellow Ukraine shirt.
Yeah.
Just coming up to somebody with no intro, no how you doing, no explanation of who you are, to get you to film war propaganda.
Yeah. Crazy.
That guy was toasted.
That was toasted.
I knew it was bad because his teeth were all yellow and orange.
We got Nikon with $20. Sam.
And his shirt was too tight. What the fuck is
tight.
that guy's deal? Get a better fitting shirt. You poor.
Sam, what is the structure like of your team, and what are the logistics of your entertainment business? Also, does your team view you as the CEO, father figure, or more of slave master vibes?
It's father figure, slave master. It's more of a cult. How would you answer that one, Ben?
Ben's
in slave mode right now.
Let me channel Ben. No. Yeah, it's the latter. We got Arkle with $20. Hi, Sam. Are you going to be coming to Minnesota for your stand-up? Also, I'm really excited about Fish Tank 2. Also, I'm Indian. I'm Indian.
Is that really what it says?
Yeah, it's just. Also, I am Indian curry monkey lady, and India is definitely the future of toilets.
Will you grab my other water from my bag, Chris?
Yeah.
There were Indian fans. I did some pretty harsh Indian jokes, and there were Indian fans at the show. It's in my bag, yeah. Water? So I appreciate, water, please. Appreciate all my Indian fans for sure.
Kevin McAllister's an adult now.
Who's that?
What, Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah, or Macaulay Culkin, yeah.
What do you think about
the character name?
What do you think about the rise of anti-Semitism?
I think it's something that's not really necessary, but I guess if people are going to be assholes, let them be assholes. Society will make sure to clean that shit up. That's what I say. Hey, I'm going to put it like this. Enough people voice they don't like something and actually do something about it, the more shit gets done.
Yep.
Sadly, too many people are dumb out there, not smart enough. Not you guys, because you guys are tuning in doing your homework. There's a lot of stupid people out there who seem to forget, hey, some action goes a long way.
Yep.
They speak a hell of a lot wilder than words.
What kind of action are we talking here, Chris?
I don't know, straight up.
What?
Straight up.
What's that mean? Straight up?
Just straight up.
What does that mean?
It's like word. True.
What kind of action are we talking about?
Anything. If you're out there and you're being a little crybaby bitch because you can't go up to a woman you like and be like, damn, girl.
I'm talking about anti-Semitism. Do you know what that is?
Kind of.
Okay, hold on. Can you explain to me what anti-Semitism is, Chris?
Isn't it hate towards a religion that is not your own?
You're not technically wrong. It's hate, I guess, directed towards Semitic people, which it usually is used to refer to.
Really?
Yeah. So anti-Semitism usually means. I
don't give a fuck who a person is. If they're a decent enough person doing their own fucking thing, I don't give a fuck who you are.
What if they're not a decent enough person, though?
And get the fuck out of my lane. Or I'll make like the 𝐊𝐿𝐷𝐤𝐸 and knock your ass out my lane. I don't care if I'm going 25, 55, 105. If you is in my way, you are about to go fly.
Yep.
Words to live by. We have Hellraiser with $20.
And that would apply if the person was
Brazilian.
Doesn't matter who they are. Okay. Jewish, black, white, Asian, Christian, Catholic, Muslim, doesn't matter who you are.
So if it was
Brazilian
a guy, you'd basically use the on him.
Basically, if he's in my lane, he ain't going fast enough, he's going to get flipped.
So if people are not going fast enough in your lane, you'd flip them out of the way with the 𝐿𝐷𝐤𝐸.
With the motherfucking 𝐊𝐷𝐤𝐸𝐸.
Yep.
With them specially new added on blades to that shovel. Oh.
What shape are the blades?
You know, I've been thinking about that. What I'm gonna play, what I'm gonna end up shaping. I'm thinking.
Are they at right angles?
Huh?
Would they be like almost like a square, like right angle kind of deal?
I was thinking, do
Just
it like a
this?
cut open macaroni noodle where it's curved.
Yep.
So instead of pushing everyone to the side, it just bunches them all up in the middle.
Yep.
Because then you just have a big burn pile after you're done.
What if it was like a square with right angles like this, and it was spinning, and it was like a sort of like a lawnmower?
That might be a good idea to look into.
Might be a great idea to look into.
100%. Make some strawberry smoothies.
Okay. So out there that are in Chris's lane, you're gonna need to watch out for that new modified 𝐿𝐷𝐞𝐽.
Yeah, my man. And we just got done putting the V12 in it
And
too.
it's not anti. It applies to anybody that's in Chris's lane.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Every.
Chris, what were you saying, Lynch?
Oh, I was going to say we have our first super chat via Rumble, and it is from Brian the Gooner with $20.